my word. Nothing lacking. Could not have imagined it. Jane, look. Did you ever see anything like it? Mr. Knightley, it was a very good.
A very fine young man indeed, Mr. Weston. You may believe me, I never compliment. So truly the gentleman, without the least conceit or puppyism. I am extremely pleased with him.
Thank you, Mrs. Elton. I have yet to meet anyone who did not like my son.
Ah, but you must know that I can be very severe upon young men. I have a vast dislike of puppies, quite a horror of them. Had he turned out to be a puppy, I might have said some very cutting things, you may be sure. I am a scourge of puppies. Am I not, Mr. E?
Indeed you are, Augusta. Woe betide any puppy who ventures into your society.
I said, did we, Jane? There was a man, you know, and Mr. Frank Churchill was so extreme. And there he is now dancing. Mr. Frank Churchill cuts a very fine figure, does he not, Mr. Knightley?
Very sprightly.
Very sprightly, yes, indeed, that is the word for him. And so well partnered in Miss Woodhouse. They make a very pretty pair, do they not, Jane? They might have been made to stand up together.
Dance, Mr. Elton?
Most readily, Mrs. Weston, if you will dance with me.
Me? No. I would get you a better partner.
If Mrs. Gilbert wishes to dance, it would give me very great pleasure, I'm sure.
Mrs. Gilbert does not mean to dance. But here is a young lady disengaged. Miss Smith.
Miss Smith, I'm much obliged to you. I did not notice, Miss Smith. But I'm an old married man now. My dancing days are over. You will excuse me, Mrs. Weston. Ah, Mr. Knightley.
Excuse me, sir.
I see Knightley has taken pity on poor little Miss Smith. Very good-natured, I declare.
That was well done.
I think they aimed at wounding more than Harriet. Why are they your enemies, Emma? Perhaps I can guess in Mr. Elton's case. Confess, you did want him to marry Harriet.
Yes, I did, and they cannot forgive me. I admit now I was completely mistaken in Mr. Elton. There is a littleness about him which you discovered and I did not.
Well, in my turn, I'll admit I underestimated Harriet Smith. She has some first-rate qualities which Mrs. Elton is totally without. An unpretending, single-minded, artless girl. Infinitely to be preferred by any man of sense and taste to such a woman as Mrs. Elton.
Come, Miss Woodhouse. Miss Otway, Miss Smith. What are you all doing? Come, Emma, set your companions the example.
I'm ready.
Who will you dance with?
With you, if you will ask me.
Will you?
Indeed I will. I have seen how well you dance now, and we're not so much brother and sister as to make it improper.
Brother and sister? No, indeed.